The problem with the mainstream conventional way of framing circular economy is that it's too much focused on technical aspects. So what are the technology and what are the technological solutions that we need to deploy in order to achieve this circularity? And what we want to do in Just to See is to provide a wider dimension, to focus on social aspects and also on the politics of this transition.
In Just to See, we acknowledge that the global capitalistic production generates and determines an uneven distribution of environmental harms and human development, generating global asymmetries. So in dealing with such transition, we cannot ignore the global implications of circular economy transition, and neither we can assume that everyone will benefit in the same way from the transition.
One of the main problems with the circular economy practices is that sometimes they don't take into consideration the interaction between the south of the world and the north of the world, and also the east-west relations. So we need to put that in the model. So this is what we are doing basically, and eventually let's say the purpose of what we are doing is to provide the policymakers with these tools to allow them to analyze different scenarios and possibly to change our economic system in a more sustainable way.
Through the Just to See project, we are aiming to build an ambitious circular economy which can transform people's lives and is something else than just corporate greenwashing.
We have a number of case studies spread between Europe and Africa, and the idea is to develop a data set in which we will be able to understand what are the enablers and the barriers towards a transition to circular economy that also focus on who wins and who loses during this transition, what are the power relationship between North and South, East and West, and how it's possible to reconstruct and reconfigure the supply chain and the productive system in a way that is not only sustainable, but is also just and fair.